Hi, I'm Slack, this is Tony and welcome to Smog Vlog. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Billow Nano V2. Okay, hi guys. So, the Billow Nano V2, by popular demand, Ehpro, Ehpro. Well, you can say it a few different ways. I mean, you know, pick one.
And let's not forget Eciggity, Tiggity. Yeah, so you know, just like nice, easy roll off the tongue names.
Nice and easy.
Perfect.
So, the community wanted a V2, and Ehpro decided to give us a Nano as well. Let's stop bollocksing up their name and let's have an unboxing.
Okay, so let's unbox the Billow V2 Nano. Very quick tour around the outside of the box. Obviously you've got image of the device itself there and company logos. You have here, you have your security code, which is not you know, silvered up, so I'm centering mine, and then just some warnings on the back. But let's give her an open. One wordy thing, one packet of Colombia's finest, some cotton and coils, half a fuck ton of O-rings and one shit Christmas cracker screwdriver. And last but no means least, one fucking tang. We're in. So here it is. We have adjustable airflow down the base. It goes back and forth. It's not around and round. It's fairly small. I'm a little bit concerned with how small this is, as I like quite an open drawer. But you know, we'll give it benefit of the doubt. One screw adjustable copper 510 connector. Apparently a POM drip tip. The device itself is stainless steel construction, complete with quartz glass. And we're in. So 4 holes there for filling, similar to the iJust but nowhere near as big. And here's our rebuildable base. So let's take the chimney off and see what we've got to work with. Dual centre post and individual side negatives. Peak insulator underneath the centre post there. Nice direct airflow to the coils. And we've got 4 juice channels either side of the airflow. Let's give her a clean, put her back together and see how she vapes.
Okay, so that's it unboxed. So the main difference between this and the regular Billow V2 is just the height of it. You know, it's a few mil shorter, which is nice. You know, it's this sort of great little barrel design on it. But you know, obviously you're losing tank capacity. The original Billow is 5 mil. This is 3.2 mil. It's not a terrible loss, but you know, for the size you're gaining, it's fine. Okay, so talking about the building on the device, it's an RTA, so there's no pre-built coils for it, so you're not going to be able to go out and buy shit when your shit runs out. Ehpro Eciggity say that when building coils inside it, the internal diameter of the coils needs to be 2.5, did you say?
Yeah, or smaller to fit ideally in the chimney. I think you could probably squeeze a 3 in, if you're using flat wire, probably not with Claptons, but yeah, I mean it's a reasonable amount of space to work with, but it's not great. Being an RTA, it just comes with the territory. Yeah, RTAs are terrible for it. It's not like building on a dripper, but yeah. It's alright. People love this. You know, this is why there was such popular demand to get the Nano. It's the same deck as the Billow V2. So, yeah. So, once you've got your coils in there, the next thing you're going to need to do is wick it. Now, this, to me, is the crux of all RTAs. How easy and how efficient it is to wick it. This isn't great. You have to trim, so you put your cotton through like you would do normally anything, and then you've got to like trim it into these awkward little points,
and then get them to sort of guide into the holes that are there. But you can't have too much cotton in it or it blocks it, and you can't have too little or it doesn't draw it up. It's a real fine art. Once you get it, it is great, and it is one of those things you get familiar with the device and you're going to be okay with building it. But it's not exactly intuitive. You're not probably going to get this on your first try unless you've already run a Billow. You know, it works good once it's there.
Sounds a lot like the Goblin Mini. If you're interested, check our videos because it's there. But in that we give you the wicking process and talk about the wicking process, which is a lot similar to this one.
Yeah, I mean, looking at sort of similar wicking designs, the OBS Cryos has almost identical design where the wicks go. They've got little grooves for the wicks, but the addition they've added is a little sort of safety bar, so you know exactly where your wick's going. You don't have that here with the Billow. You have to sort of get them down into these grooves and then screw the chimney on top. And yeah, it's the fact that it's not there when you're building it. And I found I ended up sort of like cutting it, trimming it down right, putting it all juicy, and then putting the chimney on, taking it off a few times to get it good. Once it's good, it is great. You know, it works really, really well. We're not getting any dry hits. The wicking system's really good, if not a little noisy. But yeah, it's good.
Next up on the hit list is the airflow control valve at the bottom. Firstly, it's not mega airy. It's not like you sort of like no resistance when you're inhaling. You've definitely got the gauge of the holes isn't as big as some gauges I've seen. Also, the control mechanism for cutting down the airflow, not clicky, it's just swivelly.
It's also adjustable. The tension of that swivel is adjustable. So, you know, if you want it nice and loose for some reason, then you can. It's a bit weird to have it adjustable, just set it right in the factory, but you know, there you go. This is one of those things that people like. That way you can have it exactly how you want it. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Next up is ease of filling and how easy it is to fill, and all things related to filling this.
And Phil.
And that fucking fucker, Phil, you're out there. I'm fucking coming for you.
Yeah. So for the filling of it, you just whack this off. Now, you see you've got like the chimney part here, so you don't have to mess up your coil to be able to get in to fill it. It's just sort of similar to the iJust type thing where you just sort of drop it in there, which is pretty cool. But it's the fact that the chimney comes out with it and protects your coil, so you're not going to need to rebuild it to fill it. That's pretty trick. They've done that fairly well. So one of the things that we've been sort of looking for when we're looking at various sort of tanks and that is the sturdiness of this, and this is a really chunky device. It feels really solid. It feels really good quality. The barrelling effect around the 3.2mm tank capacity there, it sticks out by an extra sort of bit. Barrels in at the top. It just it makes it feel really sturdy. It looks good. Yeah, it's nice.
We haven't said this already, but the top and bottom of the device are 22mm, whereas the glass Pyrex, I'm guessing Pyrex tank section is actually 23mm, just to create that sort of barrel effect. So it really fucking sets it apart from anything else. It
does. It looks really cool, and like I said, it's just a nice solid unit to work with. So the drip set this comes with, it's just sort of your black Delrini type plastic crap and bit of plated silver on it. Not overly enamoured with it. It's a little bit small for my taste, but yeah, it's okay. It does the job. What do you think, Tone?
It functions, but again, I think I'll probably be swapping it out for a stainless affair.
One of the big sells for the Billow V2 and indeed the Nano is the flavour. You know, a lot of people love the flavour from this. It's the same design as its big brother, and yeah, it works really good. Being an RTA, it really is what you make it, you know, and it's down to your building skills. But yeah, I'm very happy with the flavour on this. One of the better RTAs I've tried.
Definitely, I can't agree more with him. It's produces a good amount of vapour, and the flavour from it is, as you would expect your juice to taste.
Another important thing when you're looking at this sort of tank is your 510 connector, and this is a really good one. You've got a sort of copper screw adjustable 510 connector in the bottom. It's as good as you could expect from any 510 connector, really. Not a lot to say about it, but it's good.
Okay, nextly, let's go over pros and cons for the device. Everything that we're probably going to go through here, we've already gone through in the review, but we'll just bullet point it for you, the major stuff.
Yeah, nice to sum up. So, starting with the cons. I mean, it's got to be the wicking of the thing. It's a complete faff. It's fine once you're used to doing it, but, you know, it's not intuitive. It's a lot of fiddling about with it, you know, cutting your coils. I'll try and get a picture up of the last build I did. It is a faff. But, you know, the flip side to that is that chimney around the unit that protects that build. So once you've got it locked in, you don't need to knacker that up to fill it.
Next up is the drip tip. I mean, that is it Delrin?
Yeah, I reckon it's Delrin.
Delrin
Plastic shit.
coated. Yeah, not a fan.
Yeah, I mean, it's lightweight, I suppose, which is what they've gone for there, which is weird with a heavy tank, but yeah, also not a fan. But I mean, it's definitely not a showstopper. It's just a drip tip.
Yeah. Next up for me, or maybe lastly, I don't know, is the airflow control base. It could do with a larger aperture for getting air through it, I reckon.
Yeah, same. On wide open, there's not quite enough draw. Now, part of the reason for that is going to be to get the flavour.
Yeah.
It's sort of probably been designed quite specially, but I would prefer a bit more of an open draw. Just one of those things.
Also, with the airflow control base, I think it would have benefited from like a clicky selector, like the old Kanger sub tanks. You know, being able just to click it into position. I think that would have been better.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to be accidentally hitting this and sort of turning it around, and you can adjust the tension on it, but yeah, click is always better.
Alright, moving on to pros, because we've ragged on it enough. The barrel design. I fucking love it. That really sets it apart from anything else that I've seen.
Yeah, definitely. I completely agree. It feels nice and solid as well, so that barrel effect just sort of adds to a sort of solid construction sort of look. Yeah, love it. Brilliant. Next up for me has got to be the flavour. You know, again, this might tie in with the airflow thing, but the flavour out of this is really good. I'm definitely enjoying that. It's as good as the flavour that you get from the regular Billow V2. So yeah, hats off there.
Next pro, as far as I'm concerned, is the fact that the chimney section, it protects your build, so that when you need to refill it, you don't knacker up your build.
Yeah, great idea. And lastly, I suppose it's the build quality, and it's just like the little details, like the 510 connector being screw adjustable and nice solid copper. It's a really good one. There's also a peak insulator on the inside, you know, so if you're going on your crazy sub-ohms, then it's going to see you right. It's that the little details that people would love from the Billows, you know, and yeah, it's come through here on the Nano. They've done it really well.
Now, the burning question on everyone's lips. How much did you pay, and where did you get it from?
So it's about 25 quid. I think it's currently on sale. I'm not sure if it will be by the time Tony's got round to editing this video, but, you know, it's worth checking them out. Right, okay, that brings us to the end of this hopefully short review for the Billow V2 Nano by Ehpro Eciggity. So, yeah, I love it. It's a great little tank. Once you've got used to wicking it, because it's a little bit weird to wick, yeah, it's lovely, great flavour, great performance, nice solid build.
So anyway guys, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to drop us a like down below. If you've been using it or know of a better wicking technique, for God's sakes leave us a comment down below, because yeah, we need that shit. Also, if you feel so inclined, please follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. We're trying to be chatty. Lastly, thank you for watching and see you next time.
Flavour's really good on this.
Yeah, I think we covered that off in the review.
but it's difficult to wick. And I don't like the drip tip.
But once you get it right, it's really good.
Okay.
That's the outtake sorted then.
I don't even know. Oh, it's been a long day.
Okay, and now
You need to sound a bit more awake. Okay. Now. I know you're tired, but we're nearly there. Home stretch.
and now.
Not that awake.
Oh, we're up to 30.
32 minutes. It's in the distance. Oh, hello. Right, okay, thanks for watching this hopefully short, yeah, let's do it again.
Hopefully short.
Okay, that brings us to the end of our hopefully short review for the, I don't even know what this is now. Okay, so that brings us to, oh, it doesn't bring us to the end. That brings Tony to his end. Over to you to fluff it out.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Thanks. Okay, so that hopefully brings us to the end of this hopefully short review.
You're a bit fucking hopeful
I
here,
am,
aren't
I'm
you,
really
for a lot
hopeful.
of things?
Ah,
Hopefully you enjoyed this video and hopefully you'll be back next time.
they probably didn't.
No.
This is-
I don't blame them.
yeah.
I really don't.
Right, that brings us to the end. Thanks for watching this hopefully short review on the Billow V2 Nano from Ehpro Eciggity. So, yeah, it's a great little tank. I do really like it. Difficult to wick, but once you get past that, love it. Anyway, thanks for watching Smog Vlog. Don't forget to do something. I don't know where I'm going.
You really don't. When you take that first bit, you're just all over the place.
Yeah, well, it's... Okay, shall I try it again?
Yes. Better this time.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe right.